Okay, we're going to do 6 problems on this one. Okay, we're going to do 9 to 14 on this video clip. So we're going to eliminate. The 4 doesn't go into 6, but the 9 goes into 18. So I'm going to make the y's 18 and negative 18. So I'm going to make this 9y a negative 18. I got to multiply by negative 2. So I'm going to write down negative 6x plus 18y equals 24. I just rewrote my first equation. I'm going to multiply this by negative 2. So negative 8x minus 18y equals negative 52. Draw a bar because I have an opposite. My y's cancel out. I'm going to get negative 14x equals negative 28. Divide by negative 14, and I get x equals 2. Okay, now then I'm going to take this equation because there's no negatives in it. I'm going to write down 4x plus 9y equals 26, and I'm going to replace my x with 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Move over the 8, and I get 9y equals 18, and that means my y is going to be 2 in it. So my ordered pair would be 2, 2. Or I could put it right here. I don't think you can see that. 2, 2 would be the answer, wouldn't it? Okay, on this one right here, this is not in standard, so I need to make it in standard. So this is in standard. I'm going to move this x over here and this 2 over here, okay? So if I move the x over here, I'm going to get negative 6x. I'm not going to move the y. Equals 2 minus 2 is 0 in it. Now then, if I multiply by 2, something's going to happen here. Negative 12x minus 18y equals 0, and the x's cancel out, the y's cancel out. 0 equals 0 is true, so the answer is infinitely many solutions. Okay, number 11. This right here, they're both in standard. I'm going to eliminate. And all I got to do to eliminate is multiply one of them by negative 1. So I'm going to multiply, let's multiply the top by negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 6x is 6x. Negative 1 times 6y is negative 6y. Negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. I have opposites with my x's. Draw the bar. The x's cross out. 3 minus 6 is negative 3y. Negative 12 minus 6 is negative 18. Divide by negative 3, and my y is going to end up being 6 in it. Rewrite the top equation. Negative 6x plus 6y equals 6. You can rewrite the top or bottom, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to replace that y with 6, aren't I? So I rewrote this equation and I replaced the y with 6. Now I'm going to solve for x. So negative 6x plus 36 equals 6. Move the 36 over. Negative 6x equals negative 30. And then divide by negative 6. And I will get x equals 5, won't I? So that means my order pair is 5, 6. Okay. What a blast. Okay, on this one right here, I'm going to eliminate again. And I'm going to eliminate my x's because the opposite of a negative 4x is a 4x. So I'm going to multiply this equation by 4. So I'm going to have negative 4x plus 9y equals 9. And then 4x minus 12y equals negative 24. So I just multiplied this by 4, didn't I? Draw a bar. X's cancel out. 9y minus 12y is negative 3y. 9 minus 24 is negative 15. If I divide, I'll get y equals 5, won't I? And this equation has a little bit smaller numbers, so I'm going to write it over here. X minus 3y equals negative 6, and I'm going to replace my y with 5. So x minus 15 equals negative 6. Move over the negative 15. My x will be 9. So my answer is going to be 9, 5. Let's do number 13 and 14. Let's keep on trucking. Okay, on this one right here, I'm going to substitute, and I'm going to take this y as negative 2x minus 2. So I'm going to replace this y with negative 2x minus 2 equals negative 4x minus 8. So I'm going to move my x to the right, left, and I'm going to move that negative 2 to the right. So negative 2x plus 4x is 2x. Negative 8 plus 2 is 6. Negative 6, right? And divide by 2, and I'll get x equals negative 3. So I'm going to rewrite the top equation here, y equals negative 2x minus 2, and I'm going to replace my x with negative 3. So negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So my ordered pair would be, and I'm going to put my ordered pair, I can put it right here, negative 3 comma 4. That's my ordered pair. That's where the two lines would cross, wouldn't it? Okay, let's do this one. I know that y is equal to this, so I'm going to replace that y with this. So 2 times 3x plus 11 equals 2x plus 6. So I'm going to multiply that by 2, and I'm going to get 6x plus 22 equals 2x plus 6. Move the 2x to the right, the 22 to the left. 4x equals negative 16, divide by 4, and I'll get x equals negative 4, won't I? Now then, rewrite this equation over here. So y equals 3x plus 11, and I'm going to replace the x with negative 4. Negative 12 plus 11 is negative 1. That's what my y is equal to, right? So my ordered pair would be negative 4 comma negative 1. Ho, 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 ho.